Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Things just exponentially, the human population and the destruction and further demand for animal products, and it's just in snowballing, and we're killing more animals now and faster, and we're killing the planet more and faster than we were even 10 years ago. So it's tragic.
Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, a huge blow to Satan.
Hallo, ik ben Elsa. Leuk u te ontmoeten. I just said, hello, I'm Elsa. Nice to meet you in Dutch, the official language in Sabah. The vibrant people of Sabah are excited about the numerous vegan initiatives on our planet and hold a deep-seated belief that this offers a lasting solution to all pressing issues. May you and your loved ones always be protected in the loving presence of the divine. Charming viewers, welcome to our show entitled Veganism and the Art of Abstract Florals with Mark Lifvendhal, Vegan, Part 1 of 2. In the heart of Guerneville, a charming town nestled along the serene Russian River Valley of Sonoma County, California, United States, you will discover a delightful art gallery. This exhibition showcases an array of hidden gems, all handcrafted by the gifted artist Mark Lifvendhal. What sets this gallery apart is its collection of impactful vegan messages, thoughtfully curated by its kind-hearted owner, with the aim of awakening the compassionate side of all who venture through its doors.
The human population and the destruction and further demand for animal products, and it's just in snowballing, and we're killing more animals now and faster, and we're killing the planet more and faster than we were even 10 years ago. So it's tragic.
Mark Lifvendhal is a self-taught artist whose work is a constant source of inspiration. He channels his creative expression through a distinctive style he has coined as abstract florals. In this innovative approach, Mark masterfully chooses vibrant primary colors, infusing them into his art to invigorate and illuminate any environment. Purposefully steering clear of glossy finishes, Mark's paintings possess an absorbing quality, allowing them to soak in more light and exude a positive energy that radiates outward. In addition to his deep passion for art, Mark is wholeheartedly committed to spreading awareness about the critical states of both animal people and the environment. He ardently advocates for veganism as a clear and compassionate path to a better future. Through diverse platforms like social media, his fine art gallery, and active participation in numerous vegan events, Mark tirelessly endeavors to awaken as many individuals as possible to this noble cause. Embracing life to the fullest entails welcoming a diverse array of experiences. The broader the spectrum of encounters a person embraces, the more enriched and multifaceted their journey becomes. Among these valuable experiences are the exploration of new landscapes and the introspective journey of self-discovery. Both avenues are profound and, in their unique ways, demanding. Fortunately, Mark's life has unfolded as a tapestry woven with these remarkable external and internal experiences, ultimately molding him into the extraordinary artist he is today.
I was born and raised in the state of Illinois and went to school there for my early schooling years. And then right after 7th grade, I moved to Florida. So me and my 5 siblings and my mother and father, we all up and moved to Florida, which was quite a change. And then I went to college in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I studied journalism and Spanish. After college, I spent 1 year living in San Francisco, and then I got on a boat, was a crew member, and I sailed across the ocean, and I ended up in Polynesia and Micronesia and Hawaii, Thailand, and India and other places, Malaysia. And then when I was in Thailand, I learned about meditation. So I lived at a forest monastery in southern Thailand and basically started learning to sit on the floor and learning to be aware of the breath, and basically just starting to learn about meditation and what that means. You know, being a Westerner from Illinois, we didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't even know what yoga was back then. So I started hearing about this thing called yoga, which is coming from India, and so I really felt like I wanted to learn what that was. So I went from Thailand to India, and I spent 6 months in India learning more about meditation and more about yoga. And then I returned to India about a year after that for another 6 months. So I spent about 12 months in India.
Mark's journey in India revealed a whole new world to him. In addition to immersing himself in yoga and meditation, his dietary habits transformed. He recounted his experience when our team member inquired about his current meditation practice and health status.
The process is always evolving, but it's still very much a part of wellness and physical wellness and staying healthy. That's all important to me, and evolving and opening your heart and being compassionate and learning. When I was in India, I was at a monastery just sort of learning and experiencing, and I met these 2 people from England, and they said, "Would you like to have dinner with us?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And they said, I said, "Well, I haven't eaten meat in like 2 weeks." And they said, "Oh, well, we don't eat meat." And I said, "Oh, okay." And so they made me dinner, and they talked about what vegetarianism was, and it was really the first time I knew anything about it. And so I stayed there, and we cooked, and I learned more and more about vegetarianism, and then I went fully vegetarian. And then, like I said, I was vegetarian 30 years ago, and I've been vegan now for 10 years. My health is great. Yeah. But for me, it's about the animals firstly, and then the planet, and then my own health is a benefit to that.
Vegan, 'cause compassion will beget compassion.
Warm-hearted viewers, we will take a brief pause and be back shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show, Veganism and the Art of Abstract Florals with Mark Lifvendhal, Vegan, Part 1 of 2. After being a vegetarian for decades, Mark eventually realized that it fell short of fully embodying the message of compassion he passionately wished to convey. Recognizing the importance of aligning beliefs, thoughts, words, and actions, He understood that wholeheartedly embracing veganism was the only path to achieving this ultimate personal harmony.
I went fully vegetarian, and I came back to my family in Illinois, and this was totally foreign, and started doing yoga, and that was all totally foreign. But I stuck with it, and I moved to California, and I continued to be vegetarian. And then I started meeting people who were vegan, and I said, well, I'm vegetarian, and they said, well, we're vegan, and they explained why. And at first it was just kind of annoying to me, like I get it, okay. But they explained, and I took it to heart, and I understood it intellectually, but a little bit of time went by before I went fully vegan.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Colombia is one of them.
Colombia Law 1774, reforming the National Animal Protection Statute, Colombian Civil Code, Criminal Code, etc. Considered some of the most stringent in Latin America, Colombia's Animal People Protection Laws of 2016 recognize animal persons as sentient beings and penalizes anyone who abuses a domestic, tame, wild, or exotic vertebrate animal individual with 1 to 3 years in prison and a fine of 5 to 60 legally minimum monthly salaries.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting.
And
no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
The dairy industry is one of the most environmentally destructive sectors in the world, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions, water pollution, deforestation, and even poverty. Before we conclude our first episode, let us turn to Mark to illuminate the distressing ethical aspects of this industry, which is a compelling reminder for vegetarians to consider embracing a purely vegan lifestyle.
People sometimes forget it's a vicious, horrible, tragic cycle. But one of the 4 steps that people often will leave out is the fact that the female cow needs to get forcibly impregnated, but before that, we need to get the sperm from the bull. So basically, the bull is forced to give his sperm, and I don't know a whole lot about that process, but I know it's horrible exploitation, and it's this factory process of getting the semen from the male bull, and then they forcibly impregnate the female cow. And the female cow basically lives a life of slavery as a milk factory, living in, most of the times, atrocious conditions. And if and when that female cow has a baby boy, that baby boy will usually get sold off, immediately taken away from the mother, which is devastating and heartbreaking for the mother. And then that baby boy cow will be sold off, live in tiny little crates, usually sold off to the veal industry. And then if the mother cow gives birth to a female, then that female is subjected to the same atrocious life that the mother lived. And then the horrible final part of it all is that when that female mother is done being exploited her entire life, being forced to live in miserable conditions, being forced, having her milk stolen and her baby stolen. She's forcibly impregnated many times throughout her life. And then when she's done giving, when they're done taking, and when she's too old to give anymore, they kill poor cow. And then the vicious cycle starts all over again with her daughter. And it's shameful and it's atrocious, but I think the best thing that we can continue to do is just to educate people. And it's so important to protest and to get out in the streets and to yell, but I think that we have to get the conversation started, and that's when we get some truth.
To learn more about Mark Lifvendhal and his fine arts, please visit lifvendhal.net.
Abortion is murder. Stop it, or God will abort you.
I strongly suggest that in the name of Lord Jesus, God's intent was a human race that did not and does not eat animals or animal products. The peaceable kingdom in which they are companions and animals are not food, each with their distinct role and purpose, creating a balance brought about by coexistence. The Reverend Father Terry Martin, vegan.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for being with us today for Veganism and the Art of Abstract Florals with Mark Lifvendhal, Vegan, Part 1 of 2. Join us again on Tuesday, December 19th for the concluding episode. Coming up next is We Always Have to Appreciate What We Have, Part 3 of 12, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May everyone soon have a chance to pierce through the veil that separates all of us and realize the inner treasure that is meant to be for each other, including our innocent animal friends.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/VEG.